And since they are going strong, you know that they're doing really well. So please give a warm welcome to Paul Gillespie.
I'll go back around. Can I go back?
Bueller. Yeah, I know my people. I know my people. I love it. Hi guys, how is everyone doing? You good? We good? All right. Thanks for coming out. Like Kelly said, to the first comedy show here at Hopkinton Center for the. All right. I gotta get this off my mind. I'm sorry. I'm having trouble concentrating. I'm just so excited about something that happened today. You guys are gonna believe this. I got a deal on Netflix. I signed up for a year and I got a month for free. Yes!
Or you
Killing it. So no, this is great. Welcome to Hopkins Center for the Arts. My name is Paul Gillespie. I started this thing as a little pop-up comedy shop idea, and decided to start it 6 months before a global pandemic, because I'm a business genius. Is anybody here seen a Cheap Laughs show? Because we had some shows on Milford. By round of applause, besides my wife. Okay, cool. Welcome to your first Cheap Laughs comedy show. Anybody here at a comedy show actually just like your first comedy show ever? Raise your hands or a clap, anybody? Come on. Yeah? Couple down here, first comedy show ever? Awesome. Thank you for coming to pop your cherry with us here at Cheap Laughs. We will try to be gentle, but you should know, it's not as good as you think it's gonna be. And it may hurt. And some people cry afterwards. And for the fellas, it's not gonna last as long as you think. That's not a thing. So it's member night here. That's awesome. I was up in the members only lounge. I had to put a jacket on. The members know this. They got a discount on the tickets. I'm sorry, I don't want to piss everybody off, but the members get a discount on their tickets. Your tickets were 15 bucks, which I think is cheap. Cheap Laughs, 15 bucks, pretty good. But the members, their tickets were $14.25. Killing it! So, for a moment, if the members would like to take that 75 cents and go out to the lobby and buy yourself half a Snickers bar, we'll wait for you, because you're the members. Oh, so much fun. So it's been tough a couple of years for all of us, and we're really glad. People are still coming in. What, are we bringing them off the streets? The mean streets of Hopkinton. It's been a tough couple of years for everybody, and live performances, restaurants had a really tough time, retail shops and so forth. But I think the company that probably suffered maybe the most was the Life is Good company. This is our whole thing, Life is Good. I went on their website, all of their apparel just has a guy sitting there watching Tiger King 2 doing a nose swab. That's it, that's all they got, that's all that's left. Ouch, exactly. So we booked this show like 5 months ago or so, so I didn't know we would be here telling jokes while Putin invades Ukraine. That was not on the schedule. And he didn't check with me either. But I've been tracking the war, probably like a lot of you. Personally, it means a lot to me because I'm actually 1/4 Ukrainian. It's this part. So I think like a Ukrainian. And I've been to Kyiv. Of course, when I went, it was called Kiev, but we changed it. We got it straight. And so I've been tracking the war and Twitter all the time, right? So I wanted to read you guys this tweet. This is never been done before. This bit you're seeing now. This is a tweet from an analyst in Ukraine at an NGO. She writes, in Kyiv, a woman knocked down a Russian drone from a balcony with a jar of cucumbers. How did they expect to occupy this country? Damn! I would mic drop, but I need the mic for the rest of the bit. I just love that. That made my heart sing. I guess she didn't like cucumbers. Strange choice. So we're here for the first time doing the first comedy show. We're coming back in October. You'll see on the back of your program, there's a list of what's coming up for the rest of the year. And we're not on it. And I didn't know that till about 10 minutes ago. But they booked us. So I think this is an audition. So I need you guys to have a good time, because I want to come back. Okay, good. So yeah, the war is incredible, and I think, you know, these badasses everywhere, these Ukrainians, and but Zelensky, right? I had somebody said, oh, amazing. Somebody said, hey, all your husbands, all your wives have a crush on Volodymyr Zelensky. It's just true. He's just a badass. My favorite thing about him, though, he's a comedian, right? He was a comedian. He had a hit TV show for 3 years where he played, maybe you know this, a high school history teacher who a student did a sneak video of him, it went viral, and his character gets elected president of Ukraine. And then he goes and runs for president of Ukraine. So tonight, I'd like to announce that I will be a candidate for president of the United States in 2024. I figure the last president was a clown, so comedians are not. I told my brother I was going to do that joke. He said, you know The Room? You okay with that? It's, you know, duck, tomatoes, whatever. No, I know The Room. I don't think the war is going exactly as Putin planned. That's what we're hearing. It's not really going so good for him. Just this week, it's only been 2 weeks, he lost the support of Viktor Orban and the Swiss. You guys know who Viktor Orban is? Right? He's the drummer in Trans-Siberian Orchestra. He's also the dictator president of Hungary. And he turned on him. Viktor Orban turned on him. He's supporting Ukraine. And the Swiss? Are you kidding me? These guys never take a side. These are the guys, you remember, 70 years ago, they saw him and they said, hey, he's not gonna be a problem. And so they've turned on him. They've taken a side. They never take a side. This is the same country, the Swiss, they never take a side. They are always trying to make everybody happy. This is the same country that invented a knife to make everybody happy. I want a spoon, I need a fork. Can I have a toothpick? I want mine to have a saw and a corkscrew and eyebrow tweezers. Got it. Swiss Army knife. This is the signature weapon of the Swiss Army. These guys don't want to choose sides in the war, they want to set the table for dinner. He's lost them. That's not a good sign. I would not want to be in his shoes. I mentioned my wife earlier. My wife is here tonight. Round of applause for my long-suffering wife, Susan. She doesn't come to all my shows, but this was only 5 minutes away, so she's here. We've been married for 35 years. Gets applause every time. Every time. I get applause every time, and I'm not sure why. I think some people are like, oh, you poor bastard. No, but it's an achievement. And I was thinking about it after our anniversary last June 21st, I know. Gotta get that memorized, guys. Get it memorized. It's coming up. All right. And I was wondering how did we get here? How did I get here? If I have a secret, what is it? And I think I've come up with it. My secret to staying with one woman for 35 years. Are you guys interested? My secret to staying with one woman for 35 years? I'm terrified of other women. I just realized that. And because I don't understand them. Most guys don't understand women. That's why we date so many women before we finally pick one out. We're doing research. Okay? We're conducting clinical trials. Okay? I got married at 24 to the third woman I ever made out with. That's Catholic for hooking up. So I never finished my clinical trust. I never got full FDA authorization for women. I got emergency use authorization for one woman, the woman I married. So if I'm with another woman, I don't know what might happen. Side effects may include dizziness, excessive sweating, vomiting, nausea, or an erection lasting longer than 4 hours. Yeah, it's just me, right, buddy? Yeah, it's just me. Fucking $1 billion drug, but it's just me. Okay, yeah, sure. You go with that. That's fine. That's my secret. Terrified. Terrified. And now my wife knows my secret. Ruh-roh. My wife and I have 3 children, and including boy-girl twins. Any other parents of twins? Parents of twins. Parents of twins. Usually there's more. Any other twins in the audience? Twins? But you're not coming with your twin. Oh, there's a twin. Is your twin here? No. Okay. Because that would be weird. Because he's like 40, if he's a day. But they're still hanging out together. But when my wife gave birth to twins, we kept hearing the same thing from so many different moms. They would go, "Oh, I wish I had twins." And my wife would go, "Oh, you want mine?" You don't want twins. You don't. No, somebody agrees with me. You don't want twins, trust me. I can say this to you because my twins are not here tonight. One of the myths about twins, 2 children, 1 delivery. Wrong. My wife's labor stopped for 58 minutes. So 2 labors, 1 visit to the hospital, no time to recover. It's not a good deal. It's not a good deal. Later on, a little bit better, but still, not a good deal. Something I've learned about my wife, a lot of things, which I'll share with you now. She's a nervous flyer. You get nervous flyers, you know, she just hates to fly. I like to fly. I'm sort of a thrill seeker. I enjoy it, but I did get nervous on the last flight I took right before the pandemic for business. We're pushing back from the gate at Logan, and the pilot comes on over the speaker system. He says, "Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain Kent from the cockpit. Welcome to JetBlue Flight 587 en route to Chicago." Why was he surprised? What is he like, firing up his Waze? This is not going to inspire confidence. Later on in the flight, we're on our way to Chicago, and he goes back on. It's like this. "Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit. This is Captain Ken. Uh-oh." Looks like I'm gonna have to turn on the fasten seatbelt sign. Where the hell were you? Would you have to fart? Did you get a bomb threat? So now I'm a nervous flyer. I got to Chicago for the business trip, checked into my hotel, and took the elevator, up to my room. And on the way up, I noticed it's one of those elevators that talks to you and announces the floors. You know the elevators I'm talking about? 2nd floor, 3rd floor. Very nice lady's voice. Later on, I go down to the ground floor, to the lobby, to get some dinner for a dinner meeting. As soon as we hit the ground floor, her demeanor changes completely. I hear, "Lobby." Yes, it is. "Lobby." "Oh, is this your stop too?" "Lobby." "Oh, you going to the lobby bar?" Here I am, a middle-aged man on a business trip, alone in a hotel, and I'm getting hit on by the elevator. I kind of liked it. I missed my dinner meeting. I spent the rest of the night in the elevator going up, going down. Lobby, up, down, lobby, up, down, lobby. Sorry. I said I was married, not dead. So I turned 60 about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, turned 60 years old. I know it doesn't look good. I know. But I'm starting to notice a lot more stupid. Just noticing a lot more stupid in the world than I'm 60, right? Is anybody with me? First thing I noticed was a billboard on the Mass Pike near the Austin Brighton tolls. Big billboard for a law firm said, "Morgan and Morgan, there's only one." I might need you to get me off a murder rap, and you don't know how many Morgans work there. Not inspiring. Then over in Southborough, I saw another sign of stupidity. Worried me. It was from the Samaritans. You know, at the base of a bridge, because they're there to help you in case you're gonna end it. And this sign says, desperate, need help, call 877-870-HOPE. Volunteers needed. That's awful! They meant for the, yeah, right, for the, I put that together eventually. It took me a minute. But then my next thought was, hold on a second. I go up on that bridge, and I have second thoughts, and I call you, and I'm not getting a Samaritan. I'm getting Muzak? I'm up on the bridge. I'm on the other side of the railing. I'm holding on for dear life, and I call you. I've only got one bar because T-Mobile sucks, and my kids never call me anyway, and I'm pretty sure my boss who just fired me is fucking my wife, and I get... The dancing is free. You don't have to pay for that. Scared me. I was doing some errands like a good boy last Sunday, and I went to the car wash. I gotta tell you, I love going to the car wash. Anybody else car wash fans? I love going to the car wash. But you know who loves going to the car wash more than any of us? My car loves going to the car wash. Oh my God, every time I go to the car wash, those parking like indicators and lane change warnings, they go berserk. You know, so boop, 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 boop. My dashboard looks like New Year's Eve in Times Square. The brushes at the car wash go right to my Volvo's G-spot. She has a great time. I don't know why it's a girl. She has a great time. And it's like watching an orgasm right on my dashboard. The whole, I'm just, yeah. Going after the show. Anybody wants to come with me? After the car wash, I made my way over to see my father, who lives in Weston. I go see him every Sunday. He's a widower, and he lives in assisted living, so I go see him every Sunday. I know, sounds like, I know, no, do not applaud, trust me. Stick with me on this, you're not gonna applaud. Last Saturday, no, two Saturdays ago, I get a phone call at 2 a.m. in the morning. It's my father calling me from the back of an ambulance on his cell phone on his way to Newton Wellesley Hospital. So Paul jumps into his jeans, get into the car, drive over to Newton Wellesley Hospital. Hand to God, I'm walking from the parking lot to the ER, and my first thought is, I'll bet this gets me out of visiting him on Sunday. I'm Catholic, we're in confessional here. I'm just being honest with you guys, help me out. Yeah, he's fine. He broke a couple of ribs. I know. No, but I wasn't going to tell you this part, but you know how he did it? Because I see sympathy over here. That's fine, it's fine. He did it because he's so vain. I mean, yeah. He was at physical therapy. And he walks with a walker. He's 85. I mentioned that. And he's at physical therapy. And he told me what happened. He fell at physical therapy. I said, how did he fall at physical therapy? He says, well, I was explaining to the physical therapist that it's easier for me to run than it is to walk. So you think you're still like a hot shit, and this is a female physical therapist, and you were showing off, and you fell and broke 2 ribs. Don't call me next time. No, you can call me. You can call me. So the last bit I'll tell you about my family is about my dear wife. Do we have any teachers in the audience tonight? Noise! I don't wanna. It's tough. Teaching is a tough job. And I know this. She's been a teacher the whole time we've been married, and I've been there to hear all the stories. She tells me the hardest part about teaching is the meetings with the parents, especially the parents of a student who doesn't pay attention, you know, who doesn't turn in his homework, who you know, is always talking in class, just a real problem. He's going to grow up to be a stand-up comedian. It's the toughest teacher moment that she's got, and she's a doll. She's a lovely, sweet woman. She always wants to help. She gives them advice, but sometimes, I think she probably wants to say something like this. Well, we've looked at all the tests, and we don't see ADD, and we can't find a learning disability. Yeah, so we think, and we don't say this very often anymore, but we think your son is just a dick. But don't worry, he can still grow up to be president. I'm gonna move on. We're gonna bring somebody else up and leave you with that lovely thought. Can I say this? That joke was so much stronger before November 2020. Oh man. So we have a lot of fun tonight. We got a bunch of comics backstage coming out to entertain you. This next comic, I'm actually looking at the program. You guys got a program. There's one mistake. The last two comics are flipped. I'll explain that when we get to it.